I make some wild ways, boss. Good stuff too.
Poke salad, Annie. Gator's got your granny.
Poke salad. Tony Joe White and Elvis Presley sang about it. Harlan, Kentucky has a festival for it. But at my house, we simply eat it, don't we?
Yes, we do. It's yummy.
Yeah, and folks, we did a little video on how my wife prepares her poke salad. And we're going to show that to you now and let you watch us cook this wonderful, edible weed that is a legend in Appalachia.
That's right. You cook this for about 15 minutes. I've got this washed and cleaned and chopped. Got it washed and cleaned. Put water over just enough to be over the top of it. And you cook it for about 15 minutes and wash all that, and then you recook it again for another 20 minutes and wash and drain all that water off before you fry it. I'll be back and show you that in just a minute. I cooked that for 15 minutes and I'm going to pour all this water off of here. Rinse it with cold water. It's very hard. Steam. Rinse it with cold water. Squeeze all this water out. When I cool it off, it's too hot to handle right now. You want to rinse and wash all that water there off and drain all this water off and then recook it for 20 minutes. When you got this good and rinsed, get all that water that you cooked it in out. You want to squeeze all that water out. You get all that water squeezed right out. This takes that bitter taste out. A lot of times people cook it and it'll be bitter. You squeeze all that water out and recook it from that second water. I always cook mine twice. Let's squeeze all that water out of it. And see, that looked like a whole lot, but you don't get a whole lot after that. But yeah, you'll put that in there now and recook it again for 20 minutes. So this is the second rinse, and cook this for 20 minutes. And the younger the poke salad, the tenderer it is. And this was, I guess, I don't know. It was pretty young, I guess. But anyway, it just depends. But yeah, you'll cook this for 20 minutes and get it good and tender. And once again, you'll rinse that water all off and squeeze all that water out. And I'll show you how, when the 20 minutes it cooks, I'll be right back. So I'm going to take this off here. I've cooked it for 20 minutes. I'm going to check it out and see if it's tender enough to check it and see if it's tender. Yes, it's good and tender. So I'm going to drain all that second water off. And I'll rinse that up. I put it in a smaller drainer. So put some cold water to this. Rinse this off. I believe I about got this rinsed all out good. I'm going to drain it good, and then I'm going to fry it. I just want to drain all that water out of it. Squeeze all the water that you can out of that. Make sure you get it all out of there. This is about how dry you want it to get that water out of there. Just make sure you got it all out of there. Squeeze good. Squeeze all out. Okay, now I'm going to fry it. I saved my bacon grease from this morning. I fried bacon, and so I'll use bacon grease in this. So, what I have is, I have some chopped up green onions, and I'll show that to you. I've got some green onions chopped. Now, this is how I like it. My mother didn't put green onions in it when she fried it. She just put the egg and the poke salad. But I'm going to put this in bacon grease, and I'm going to fry those up a little bit, and then I'll put the poke in it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to fry these up a little bit, and got a few little purple onions from the garden in there. Anyways, they're onions, they'll be alright. So I'll fry these up a little bit, and then when that gets tender, I'll put the poke salad in there with the egg and show you that in just a bit. Now that I've got this these onions done, see, it don't look like a lot now. It looked like a whole lot at first. So I'll come over here and get the eggs. I'm going to put 4 or 5 eggs in it, according to how much egg you like in it, I guess. I'm going to think maybe 4 is going to be good. Everybody makes this different. There's no certain recipe. There's no recipe. You just make it the way you make it. And this has been, I've eaten this for years. This has been handed down different ways. Like I eat it with the onions and the eggs. And Mom just made it with the eggs. So just according to how you like things. I gotta go over here and get the poke salad. I got the poke salad in here now with the onions and the eggs. Oh, this smells so good. I got extra big skillet. You never know how much poke salad you're gonna have. It's tricky. Sometimes you'll have a whole lot, and then sometimes you won't. It shrinks up to not as much as you thought you was gonna have. And you can add more egg. It's according to how much egg you like. You like it real eggy. This smells great. I've eaten this my whole life. Poke salad. It's something we eat, I guess, around here. And everybody fixes this different. Like, I've heard it all kinds of different ways. Wish we had a smell out for y'all. Some people like it, some people don't. It just depends, I guess. But now if you fix this right and you drain all that water off, and I like to wash it a couple of times and cook it a couple of times, and like I showed you, it takes that bitter taste. If you got that bitter taste, you might not have had it properly bitter right, because real good poke salad tastes really good and it don't got that bitter taste. And this egg just brings a lot of flavor. And they didn't have a lot of ingredients back then, put in anything. I guess you could kind of just add what you want to nowadays to it. Now I've done already salted it. Forgot to show you that. But just, you know, you put your amount of salt you like. But also just a little pepper, just a little bit. Whew. Hot cornbread. Smells really good. I love cornbread, especially with poke salad. Okay, here goes. And what I do is I top it off with bacon bits. So here it is. So good. And my cornbread. I want to see what Papa Coyote thinks about it. And good cornbread.
I make some wild ways, boss. Good stuff too.
And this is how I've made my poke salad today. It's been handed down for years. It's how I do it. I kind of put my spin to it, added some things to it, like the bacon and the green onions when I fry it. That's just the way I like it. And you can add, take away, whatever you like. My mom didn't like it with the green onions. She always just did the scrambled eggs, bacon grease. And it's just whatever you like. Let me know how you like it, and if you like it, and if you don't like it, let me know. But that's how I make mine. Bye. Poke salad, Annie. Gator's got your granny.